All right, everybody, we're doing level number 15 from the Temperance Labs over at hackmyvm.eu. Let's go ahead and talk about what we're doing in this level. So it says, in this mission, you will receive a series of numbers. You must return what the next number in the series would be. So we've got some numbers over here, and we need to figure out what the pattern is for this series of numbers. And then we need to return what the predicted next number is going to be. I'm not very good at identifying patterns or mathematical patterns in numbers, so this is going to be a lot of fun, and by fun I mean not very fun. Okay, let's go ahead and start the challenge. We're going to be modifying the script we used for the previous challenge for this one. So we're just going to we're going to rename level 14 from the last level into level 15. And then we're going to edit it using the text editor. Okay, so everything up until here, we're going to make it the same, except that we're going to be selecting the level 15 instead of level 14. So we need to go down here. We need to select level 15. We're going to write it out, and then we're going to run the level 15 script. Oh, it looks like we still have... Okay. The reason why it didn't work was because we need to match up this comment out with something at the bottom that matches. So let me go back and do that. Okay, so it should be okay after this. Let's write that out again. Okay, so we receive a challenge. It's going to be these bytes right here. So these are numbers. 22, 60, 98, 136, 174. We need to find the pattern that matches these numbers, and then we need to send it back to the server, the predicted next number. So I think the pattern in the previous example over here, let me zoom in on this. So I think the pattern here is that these are all numbers that are separated by a consistent number. So we got 140 minus 59, and that's going to be oh, I need to use a calculator. I'm very bad at math. Calculator. Okay, so the number is 149 is 59. So this is 81. So I suspect that all the numbers in the example here are separated by 81. So 140 minus 222, so 221 minus 140 should be 81 as well. 221 minus 140. 221. That's also 81. So this is the type of pattern we're going to be looking for in this challenge. So in this example here, it's 22 minus... The problem with this is that the challenge is going to be... The numbers are going to be different each time we do the challenge. Yeah, so these numbers are different, and that means that the algorithm for solving this is going to be different each time. But I'm guessing that the numbers are all going to be separated by... They're all going to be increments. They're all going to be the previous number with the number added on top of it, right? So in this case, it's 60 minus 22. Well, I mean, that's a little easier for me. So it's 58, 38. So 38 plus 60 plus 38 is 98. And 38, so 98 plus 38 is 136. So this kind of pattern. So I'm not too sure how we would do this in Python. So analyze a list of numbers, and then, okay, let me do a little bit of research. So Python, analyze numbers to figure out pattern. So how do we do this? So analyzing numerical patterns in Python involves identifying underlying rules and relationships. Okay, sure. I think we might have to consult the AI to get an answer for this particular challenge. So let me try Claude AI. Claude AI is supposed to be good at coding stuff. So we can ask Claude. We have a series of numbers where each number in the series is the previous number with a constant number added to it. For example, so 22, and then we add like 12 to it, and then we get 34, and then we add 12 to this, and it's 46. We want to write Python code which identifies what the constant number is. Let's see if the AI can figure this out. Okay, we got some code. Okay, so the code provides two approaches: full validation version, quick version. So I mean, we're always looking for the quick fix, right? Simply returns the difference between the first two numbers. Use this when you're confident that the sequence is arithmetic. Okay, so the difference between these two. Okay. So I mean, I guess in this case, the pattern isn't very difficult to identify. It's just going to be the second number minus the first number. So the second number minus the first number is going to be the constant. So we just add the constant to the last number in the list, and then we should be good, right? Okay, so in this case, let's go back. So we got the pattern over here. What do we need to do? I think in this case, we still need to convert the string into a list. The string, we're going to convert that into a list. And after we convert the string into a list, we need to separate the two numbers that are going to be compared. So separate the numbers that we're going to compare. So in this case, we need to, the two numbers are going to be, we're just going to call this second number. And second number is going to be string list element 1. And the first number is going to be element 0, obviously. And why did I do second number and then first number? It's because we're going to be subtracting first number from second number. Okay, so we're going to print out a little message. This is the number we're going to subtract from, and that's going to be second number. Okay, and the other message is this is the number we're going to subtract. And that's going to be the first number. And the last message we're going to print is going to be, so we're going to get the, yeah, actually that's a bit premature. So that's the next step. So we're just going to separate the numbers that we're going to compare, and we're going to print those out. And then afterwards, we'll figure out what to do from there. Okay. So this is the number we're going to subtract from, 142, and this is the number we're going to subtract, which is 68. So 68, 142. So when we subtract the first number from the second number, that's going to be the constant. That's going to be part of the list of strings. Yeah. Okay. So the next step is to identify the constant number. Identify the constant number, and we're just going to create a constant number variable that's going to be an integer of second number minus an integer of first number. I'm going to print out this is if we subtract we get the constant number. Okay, and so if we subtract first number from second number, we get constant number, the constant number. Okay, let's see if this works. So write that out. Oh, we need to comment out everything. Okay, write that out again, and let's do it one more time. Okay, so this is the number we're going to subtract from 46. This is the number we're going to subtract 12. If we subtract 12 from 46, we get 32, the constant number. So we have the constant number. All we need to do is we need to add it to the last number in the list. So get the last number in the list. So last number, we're going to make this a integer because we need to do some math on it later. So the last number is going to be the integer version of string list element minus 1. So element minus 1 is going to be the last thing in the list. And this is the last number in the list. Print out last number. And let's see. I think we can also do another thing in this step. So get the last number in the list, do the math to figure out the next number in the pattern. So that's going to be predict number. So the predicted number is going to be the constant number plus last number. Okay, so we predict, oh, we're going to print that message. We predict that the next number will be predict number. Which is the constant number plus the last number. Okay, let's see if this works. Okay, so if we subtract, this is the number we're going to subtract from, which is this. This is the number we're going to subtract, which is this. If we subtract 87 from 122, we get 35, which is the constant number. This is the last number in the list. We predict that the next number will be 262, which is the constant number, 35 plus the last number, 227. Okay. So I think if this is the actual pattern, then we should just be able to send this back after we do our conversion. Okay, so let's see, do the conversions from integer to string. Can we turn it to string, then string to bytes? Okay, so it's going to be we're going to call this the answer string. That's going to be the predict number, but type converted from integer to string. And then we need to convert this to bytes. So it's going to be bytes equals answer string dot encode from UTF-8. Okay, so we'll print out something like this is the byte version of the answer. The byte version of the answer is the printed bytes. Okay, let's see if this all goes okay. Oh, I wrote that incorrectly. Okay, so this is supposed to be an F string. Yeah. We predict that the next number will be 117. This is the byte version of the answer, which is 117. Okay. So the last thing we need to do is we need to send these back, send the bytes back, and then receive the flag. Then we should be done. Okay. Great. What did we do in this challenge? So the first thing we did is we received a list of numbers. So we needed to convert this back into a string, and then we needed to convert the strings into a list. Then we needed to compare the pattern in the numbers by subtracting the first number from the second number. So we identified those two numbers, and then we got the constant number that is being used to create the pattern. So this is the constant added to this number, and then when we add the constant to this number, we get this number, etc., etc. We predicted the next number based on the constant number added to the last number in the list. Then we sent that answer back to the server as bytes, and then we received the flag, which is this. Awesome. Okay. Let's go back and submit that flag, and then we'll call this challenge done. Okay, we submitted the flag successfully. Great. All right, everybody, that was a guided walkthrough for level number 15 from the Temperance Labs over at HackMyVM.eu. If you enjoyed this guided walkthrough, please leave a like and a subscribe on the video, and leave a comment underneath the video. But until next time, HackerFrogs out!
Hey there, HackerFrogs! Are you enjoying this workshop? Learning new concepts and skills? If so, there's a way you can support the channel, and it's totally free. Just click on the subscribe button below the video. Also, click on the like button. And if you have questions or comments on this workshop, please leave them below the video. Thanks for listening. And now, back to our scheduled programming.